This is Chris Maynor coming to you from the campus of Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. In this video, I'd like for us to look at a very simple problem that illustrates how we use marginal analysis, how we make decisions by comparing and weighing marginal benefit versus marginal cost. This is part one of a two-part problem that we'll be looking at. The problem says International Widget is producing 50 widgets at a cost of $50,000 and selling them for $60,000. You will recall that this $60,000, we refer to that as the firm's revenue. If it produces a 51st unit, its sales will be $62,000 and its costs will be $51,500 should the firm produce the 51st unit. So the question here is not, should we produce 51 widgets? The firm has already produced 50. And so the question is, should International produce one more unit? We call that extra unit, the 51st unit, we call that the marginal widget, the marginal unit. And so to use marginal analysis, the first step would be to compute the marginal benefit of the extra widget. Now, since we're talking production here, since we're looking at this from the standpoint of a firm, the marginal benefit of an extra unit is actually in terms of additional revenue. So we might just refer to this as the MR, or the marginal revenue. Well, what's the marginal revenue? What's the additional revenue generated by one extra widget? Well, revenue goes from $60,000 to $62,000 as a result of one more unit. The difference, that $2,000, is the marginal revenue, or the marginal benefit of the 51st widget. The next step would be to compute marginal cost. What's the additional cost of one more unit? Well, costs increase from $50,000 to $51,500, a difference of $1,500. So the additional cost, the marginal cost of the 51st widget, is $1,500. So, should the firm produce the 51st widget? Well, marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost. And so our decision, yes, we're going to produce the 51st unit, and by doing so, the firm will see its profits increase. So the next question, the next logical question here would be to ask, okay, if the 51st unit is profitable, what about the 52nd? What about the 53rd? At what point should International Widget stop producing widgets? Well, that's what we will look at in the next problem.